Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
The former WWE Undisputed Champion Roman Reigns and SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis have a long history of clashes. Recently, Aldis made a significant announcement concerning the original Tribal Chief. During WWE Bad Blood 2024, Reigns joined forces with his rival Cody Rhodes to take on the Bloodline. They faced Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu in a tag team match. Given the history between Reigns and Rhodes, many fans questioned Rhodes' choice to get involved in the drama surrounding the Bloodline. In Reigns' absence, Solo Sikoa has taken control of the faction and has begun calling himself the Tribal Chief. This prompted Reigns to confront him and reclaim his status as the Tribal Chief of the Bloodline, with assistance from WWE Undisputed Champion Cody Rhodes. As anticipated, the tag team match featured interference from other faction members. In the closing moments, Jimmy Uso returned after Solo Sikoa attacked him in April this year and confronted the faction members. His arrival distracted Sikoa long enough for Reigns to deliver a spear and secure the victory. However, another faction member returned. The Rock stood at the entrance ramp, locking eyes with both Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. With The Rock's comeback, fans eagerly await his reaction to Reigns teaming up with Rhodes. Amidst the chaos within the Bloodline, General Manager Nick Aldis announced major news about Roman Reigns. What did Nick Aldis say about Roman Reigns? WWE SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis took to Instagram to share an important update on the upcoming show. Aldis revealed that the next edition of WWE SmackDown will see an appearance from none other than Roman Reigns. In addition, he revealed that LA Knight will face Carmelo Hayes for the WWE United States Championship. Aldis also announced a matchup between NXT's Lash legend and Jakara Jackson, who will take on WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. The WWE Universe was buzzing with anticipation. Roman Reigns, the undisputed head of the table and reigning Universal Champion, had been noticeably absent from WWE programming for weeks. Rumors swirled: was the Tribal Chief injured? Was he planning a surprise return? Or was there something far bigger in motion behind the scenes? As the SmackDown Blue brand prepared to kick off live from the iconic Target Center in Minneapolis, Minnesota, an unexpected guest appeared backstage: Nick Aldis, the former NWA World Heavyweight Champion and one of wrestling's most articulate voices. Aldis, known for his eloquence and deep respect for wrestling's traditions, was invited as a special guest analyst for the evening. But as cameras caught him backstage, he suddenly pulled out a microphone, drawing immediate attention. "Ladies and gentlemen," Aldis began with a serious tone, eyes locking with the camera, "I have a major update for the WWE Universe regarding Roman Reigns. This isn't a rumor. It's not speculation. It's straight from the highest levels of WWE creative and medical teams. And it will change everything you think you know about the future of the Universal Champion." The crowd watching from home and inside the arena instantly went silent, waiting with bated breath. Nick Aldis continued, "Roman Reigns is currently in the final stages of recovery from an injury sustained during the last few weeks of intense competition, but that's not all. There's a plan in place, a masterstroke of storytelling and real-life resilience, that WWE has been crafting carefully. Roman isn't just coming back as the same Tribal Chief you've known for years. He's returning with a new edge, a new mission, and a new chapter that will redefine what it means to be the head of the table." The camera cut to the live SmackDown crowd reacting, some stunned, others buzzing with excitement. Aldis' voice dropped to a more confidential tone, as if letting fans in on a secret. "This isn't about Roman Reigns just reclaiming a title or continuing his reign of dominance. This is about transformation. WWE and Roman himself have agreed on a story that will push the boundaries of his character, testing his leadership and the very foundation of the Bloodline. Expect betrayals, unexpected alliances, and a showdown that will shake the entire roster to its core." The buzz online exploded immediately after Aldis' announcement aired. Social media lit up with speculation. Could this mean a face turn for Roman? Would the Bloodline fracture from within? Or was there a completely new superstar about to step in as a challenger or ally? As the show opened, the camera followed Nick Aldis walking toward the ring, where SmackDown's general manager, Adam Pearce, was already waiting. "Nick, that was quite a bombshell you just dropped," Pearce said with a grin. "What can you tell us about the timeline? When will Roman Reigns be back on SmackDown?" Aldis nodded. "The plan is for Roman to make his dramatic return next week, right here on SmackDown. But this time, it won't be just a triumphant comeback. It'll be the beginning of a storyline unlike anything we've seen before, one that involves every member of the bloodline and perhaps even some surprise visitors from outside WWE. Pierce's eyes widened slightly. Surprise visitors? Now that's intriguing. The two men exchanged knowing looks, the tension building. Later in the show, the camera cut backstage to a mysterious figure watching the broadcast. Cloaked in shadows, the figure's identity was unclear, but the WWE Universe instantly recognized the presence of a major star, a hint that Aldis' mention of surprise visitors was no idle threat. Back in the ring, Aldis continued to lay the groundwork for what many fans hoped would be a wrestling masterclass in storytelling. The last few years have solidified Roman Reigns as a legend, but the best legends evolve, Aldis explained. His dominance has been nearly unparalleled, but what happens when the king is challenged not just by others, but by his own blood? When loyalty is tested, and family ties are strained. That's the story WWE is ready to tell. Throughout the night, backstage interviews with the Usos, Solo Sikoa, and even Paul Heyman hinted at tension simmering beneath the surface. Jey Uso, visibly troubled, dropped cryptic comments about loyalty and sacrifice. Solo Sikoa remained stoic but guarded. And Heyman, ever the advocate for the tribal chief, promised that Roman's plan was bigger than anyone could imagine. As SmackDown closed, Aldis returned for a final word. Roman Reigns' return will be a defining moment not just for him, but for WWE's entire landscape. Prepare yourselves for twists, heartbreak, and battles that will echo for years to come. The head of the table isn't finished, he's just getting started. Behind the scenes, what this could mean for WWE. Nick Aldis' announcement was more than just a tease, it was a promise. Roman Reigns has dominated WWE for years, but every reign eventually reaches a crossroads. The hints about fractured loyalties inside the bloodline could mean a storyline where family members turn against each other, perhaps Jey or Solo challenging Roman's leadership. It could also signal a faction war that involves new faces, legends returning, or shocking betrayals. Fans have long clamored for fresh takes on Roman's character. Some have hoped for a full heel run with darker, more nuanced motives, others dream of a face turn where Roman reclaims his status as a hero but in a more complex way. Aldis' mention of transformation suggests WWE may be aiming for something cinematic and emotionally charged. The mystery figure seen backstage during SmackDown only adds fuel to the fire. Could it be a returning legend? A rising star from NXT or even his fringes? The possibilities are tantalizing. Fan reactions. Across Twitter, Instagram, and fan forums, reactions ranged from shock to excitement. Nick Aldis just dropped the biggest bomb on Roman's return. "I'm here for this story. #SmackDown. If the bloodline breaks apart, this could be the best WWE storyline in years. Roman's comeback can't come soon enough. I'm calling it now, Roman turns face and brings back a legend to back him up. Huge. Please don't let this be just another injury return. We want real drama and big moments." What to watch for next week? As promised, Roman Reigns' return on next week's SmackDown is shaping up to be the most anticipated WWE moment in months. Fans should look out for Roman's entrance and demeanor. Will he show changes in attitude, look, or behavior? Interactions with the bloodline, will there be visible cracks in their unity? Potential surprise appearances, who is the mystery guest that Aldis hinted at? Teases or promos that lay the foundation for a long-term feud or alliance shift. Nick Aldis' poised announcement was more than a simple update, it was a herald of a seismic shift in WWE's landscape. The Tribal Chief's story is far from over, if anything, it's entering its most thrilling chapter yet. The WWE Universe waits with eager anticipation. The head of the table is coming back. And when he does, the game will change forever. Would you like me to write a follow-up scenario imagining Roman Reigns' return promo or a detailed breakdown of possible bloodline storylines next week? In the world of professional wrestling, few names resonate with the same magnitude as Roman Reigns. Known as the Tribal Chief, Roman has been the dominant force in WWE for years, capturing multiple world championships and headlining some of the biggest events in sports entertainment history. But with great success comes scrutiny, and opinions from peers and rivals alike. Recently, Nick Aldis, a respected figure in the wrestling community and a former NWA World Heavyweight Champion, spoke candidly about Roman Reigns in an interview that has since reverberated throughout the wrestling world. His comments provided a fascinating insight into how a top-level wrestler views the current face of WWE and what Roman's impact truly means in and out of the ring. Nick Aldis's respect for Roman's work ethic. One of the first things Nick Aldis highlighted was Roman's unparalleled work ethic. Aldis praised Roman for his dedication to perfecting his craft, noting how Reigns consistently elevates every match he's in, regardless of the opponent or storyline. Roman is one of those rare talents who not only has the physical attributes but also the mental toughness to carry a company on his shoulders, Aldis said. You see him show up every single night, ready to perform at the highest level, and that's something not many wrestlers can claim. Aldis emphasized that in today's wrestling world, where talent can sometimes get complacent or rely on past glories, Roman's commitment to constant improvement is what sets him apart. He's not just coasting on charisma, he's putting in the work to maintain his status at the very top. Acknowledging Roman's character evolution. Nick also spoke about the genius behind Roman Reigns' character evolution from the big dog to the tribal chief. Aldis admired the storytelling depth and confidence Reigns displayed, transforming his persona into a layered, compelling figure who commands attention. The way Roman reinvented himself was brilliant. It's not easy for a superstar to flip the script and take a risk like that. But it paid off huge, Aldis remarked. He made himself more than just a wrestler, he became a king, a leader, someone fans either love or love to hate. This evolution, Aldis pointed out, showcased Roman's ability to adapt to the changing landscape of WWE and resonate on a much deeper emotional level with the audience. It's a testament to his understanding of wrestling psychology and performance art. On Roman's influence in the locker room. Beyond the ring, Nick Aldis also touched on Roman Reigns' role as a locker room leader and the impact he has on other wrestlers behind the scenes. Aldis stressed that Reigns is not just a performer but a pivotal figure in shaping the company's culture. Roman sets the tone backstage, Aldis explained. He's a veteran now and someone younger talents look up to. From what I've heard, he's professional, helps newcomers, and demands a high standard from everyone. This insight into Roman's backstage presence helps fans understand that his influence extends far beyond his televised persona. It suggests that part of the reason WWE trusts Roman with the top spot is because he represents professionalism and leadership off-camera. The challenges Roman faces. While Aldis' comments were largely positive, he also recognized the unique pressures Roman faces as the face of WWE. The constant spotlight, the expectations of delivering main event performances weekly, and carrying the entire brand can be overwhelming. There's a massive weight on Roman's shoulders. Being the top guy means everything you do is scrutinized. Every win, every loss, every promo, it's all magnified, Aldis said. It's a grind that can wear you down mentally and physically. Nick's acknowledgement of these pressures adds a humanizing element to Roman's larger-than-life image. It shows that even the biggest stars in wrestling have challenges and stresses that fans rarely see. Nick Aldis on Roman's in-ring style. One of the more interesting points Aldis brought up was Roman's in-ring style, which sometimes divides opinion among fans and critics. Aldis argued that while Roman might not have the most flashy or technical moveset, his style is perfectly suited for the stories WWE wants to tell. Roman's matches might not be filled with fancy flips or crazy high spots, but that's not his strength, Aldis explained. He's about storytelling, psychology, and making his opponent look good. His power moves, his resilience, and the way he controls the pace, that's what makes his matches memorable. This perspective shines a light on the importance of versatility in wrestling. Not every top star has to be a high flyer, sometimes dominating presence and ring psychology carry a match better than athletic flashiness. The debate, is Roman Reigns the greatest? No conversation about Roman Reigns is complete without touching on the ongoing debate, is Roman the greatest wrestler of his generation or even all time? Nick Aldis gave a thoughtful answer, balancing respect with realism. I think Roman is certainly one of the biggest stars of his generation. He's broken records, main evented WrestleMania multiple times, and carried WWE through some tough years, Aldis said. Whether he's the greatest ever? That's for history to decide. But what's clear is he's left a huge mark and defined an era. Aldis's diplomatic stance reflects the divided opinions in the wrestling community. Some hail Roman as the face of the modern era, while others hold different legends as the peak. But even critics acknowledge the magnitude of Roman's legacy. Wrestling fans' reaction to Nick Aldis's comments. When Nick Aldis' interview surfaced, it sparked lively discussions among wrestling fans online. Many appreciated Aldis' thoughtful and respectful take on Roman Reigns, especially coming from a peer who understands the grind and nuances of the business. Fans praised Aldis for highlighting Roman's work ethic and backstage leadership, often overlooked in public discourse. Some echoed his sentiments about Roman's character evolution being one of the best in recent history. However, as expected, some hardcore fans still debated Roman's in-ring style and questioned if he truly deserves the spot as the face of WWE. This divide underscores how wrestling is as much about personal preference as it is about talent and accomplishment. What this means for WWE's future. Nick Aldis's perspective also sheds light on what WWE might be aiming for in the coming years. Roman Reigns has become a cornerstone of WWE's brand identity, embodying strength, leadership, and resilience. Aldis's comments suggest that this reign isn't just about one man, it's about sustaining WWE's storytelling and business at the highest level. If WWE continues to build around Roman's character and work ethic, it could maintain its dominance in sports entertainment while elevating new stars who learn from him. Aldis's remarks hint at a WWE that values legacy, mentorship, and consistent performance. Conclusion: Nick Aldis's respectful tribute to Roman Reigns. In summary, Nick Aldis's comments on Roman Reigns provide a well-rounded, respectful tribute to one of wrestling's biggest stars. From praising his work ethic and character evolution to recognizing the pressures he faces and his role backstage, Aldis paints a picture of Roman as both a superstar and a professional leader. While not ignoring criticisms, Aldis acknowledges Roman's impact and influence, framing him as a defining figure of modern wrestling. His insights remind fans and critics alike that behind every top wrestler is a complex blend of talent, dedication, and humanity. Roman Reigns, as Nick Aldis suggests, is not just WWE's present but a significant part of its legacy, and that's a story still unfolding in the squared circle. If you want, I can also help turn this into a punchy article, a video script, or even a social media post series. Would you like me to?